Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain amma ba'du. The Honorable Miss Septa Aryanika, as my lecturer on seminar in language teaching subject, and all of my lovely friends who watch this video. First of all, I would like to thank to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has give me the chance, time and health for me to present my proposal today. And salawat and salam be upon to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has bring us from the dark age into the era of bright light today. My name is Rizki Maulana and my student's number is 1711040139 from class 6D of English Education Department. Here I would like to present my proposal entitled The Influence of Using Jakarta Post News Item Towards Students' Reading Comprehension at the first semester of the 11th grade of SMA Al-Azhar 3, Bandar Lampung in the academic year of 2018 and 2019. Humans is a social being. In our daily life, we certainly communicate to each other. The purpose of communication is to express and deliver the information, mind, feeling, knowledge among us, and it must be done effectively so that the message are delivered properly. In order to communicate with others, we need a connector. The terms of connector means language. Harmer state, language is used widely for communication between who do not share the same language. It means that language is communication tool for help everyone in the world. Our society, Indonesian people, are using English as an international language to communicate with foreigners because they don't speak the same language. English is just not considered as a tool of communication, but also as an ability which should be mastered by students with their 4 basic skills: speaking, writing, reading, and listening. For Indonesian students, reading skill play prominent role in language learning as a crucial thing for success. Hakim and Haynes with Cody in Al-Ghazo state that the English reading ability is the most important component in English performance, particularly in an academic setting. It means that to get the knowledge from the English textbook, to understand the teacher instruction in written form, and also to make it easy in learning English subject, all of them require reading skills. Actually, reading is a simple activity. It can be done anywhere, anytime, but it's quite complex activity. In reading, we do not just read the content inside, but we also have to interpret and understand what the meaning inside, and also the purpose of the content, because these skills, the students are expected to observe, understand, and think about the materials written inside the text. The most important thing in English and learning reading comprehension is the reading material. According to Pardo and Ivar Sahin, reading comprehension is the process of meaning construction as the result of blending content, knowledge, and skills during reader text instruction. It can be assumed that the reading comprehension is a process for the students as the readers to gain and understand the meaning or knowledge from the text inside, so that the connections between understanding the information in the text and the information in the reader had create a conclusion of the text meaning. Reading skills need high comprehension in order to comprehend the text. Students must be able to decode the words on the page and then extract its meaning, because reading is a receptive skill which needs vocabulary, grammar, and the sentence structure understanding. Furthermore, by reading, students will grasp a lot of knowledge that will be broadened as insight. According to Rokasari in M. Saber, reading is not just the process of analyzing vocabularies and structure of the sentence. Different reading strategies to read successfully in English. It means that the technique used by teacher in reading comprehension is the most important aspect to achieve students in learning process. Based on preliminary research on 24 March 2017 by interviewing English teacher of 11th grade of SMA Al-Azhar 3 Bandar Lampung, Mr. Arif Rahman SS. He said that the students of 11th grade has low reading comprehension, especially when studied reading in English subject. The teacher also said that the English teacher here did not have any creative technique to help the students understand the content and the meaning inside reading material. The previous research on reading comprehension was conducted by Rafiqul Umam on his thesis, The Influence of Using the New Book of Knowledge Towards Students' Reading Comprehension. By interviewing the students, they said that the teacher does not use any alternative teaching reading technique that can help students to improve their reading comprehension. The researcher also found that low interest in reading, which was the contributing factors which caused the low reading skills towards students of SMA Al-Azhar 3 Bandar Lampung. The students consider that reading is a such bored activity and they tend to be confused in understanding the meaning. Based on explanation above, reading plays important role in learning English subject. Thus, the researcher intend to use Jakarta Post as a media in reading comprehension, and the researcher was interested in conducting a research about the influence of using Jakarta Post news item towards students' reading comprehension at the first semester of the 11th grade of SMA Al-Azhar 3 Bandar Lampung, Kota Bandar Lampung. Identification of the problem. Based on the background of the problem, the researcher identified as the problem of research as follows as: first, the students' interest in reading was low. Second, the students tend to get confused in understanding the meaning in reading material. 3. The teacher didn't have alternative technique in teaching reading. 4. The students considered the reading is a bored activity. C. Limitation of the problem. Based on the identification of the problem, the researcher limited the problem to investigate the influence of Jakarta Post news item towards students' reading comprehension. D. Formulation of the problem. Based on the limitation of the problem, the researcher formulated the problem as follows as: is there any significant influence of using Jakarta Post news item towards students' reading comprehension at the first semester of 11th grade of SMA Al-Azhar 3 Bandar Lampung in the academic year of 2018 and 2019? E. Objective of the research. The following is the objective of the research: to find out is there significant influence of using Jakarta Post towards students' reading comprehension at the first semester of the 11th grade at SMA Al-Azhar 3 Bandar Lampung, Kota Bandar Lampung in the academic year of 2018 and 2019. F. Significance of the research. The use of the research are as follows. First, theoretically, this result of research might support that by using Jakarta Post could influence students' reading comprehension. Second, practically, the advantage of this research are for English teacher and students. Perhaps it will give information to English teacher that Jakarta Post can be used as a good choice and media to improve reading comprehension for researcher, students, and teacher. A. For the researcher. The researcher hope this research could help English teacher, especially in teaching reading. B. For the students. It is hoped that the students will be more interested and motivated in learning English using Jakarta Post news item in order to give positive effect and improvement towards students' reading comprehension. C. For the teacher. By using Jakarta Post news item, the teacher can improve their reading comprehension itself that the goal of the learning can be achieved.